الأعداء تتحرك.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
التجهيزات صارت في موقعك. صارت قوات الأعداء. فقدنا السيطرة على إحدى النقاط. صارت قوات الأعداء حول يوجد قناص في المنطقة. صارت قوات الأعداء حول صارت قوات الأعداء حول. تم الاستيلاء على إحدى النقاط. شوهدت قوات الأعداء. جنود الأعداء. ظهر جنود الأعداء. جنود الأعداء.
الطائرة بدون طيار تعمل وبدأت البث.
جنود الأعداء على الأرض تتحرك. تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ جنود الأعداء على الأرض. قناص. تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ تحركات الأعداء تتحرك. تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ تحركات الأعداء حول. تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ قوات أعداء حول.
الطائرة بدون طيار تعمل وبدأت البث.
تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. شكرا لك. جنود الأعداء على الأرض.
الطائرة بدون طيار تعمل وبدأت البث.
تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ سريع للأعداء. قوات أعداء حول. ظهر جنود الأعداء. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. جنود الأعداء على الأرض.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
صارت قوات الأعداء حول. قوات الأعداء حول. صارت قوات الأعداء حول. شوهدت قوات الأعداء. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. سريع للأعداء حول. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. تحرك الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. صارت قوات الأعداء حول. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. جنود الأعداء تتحرك. شوهد قناص من الأعداء. جنود تتحرك.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
قوات أعداء حول. قوات أعداء حول. تم مسح جميع المناطق. اسمعوا، الموقع تحت السيطرة. تحركات الأعداء حول.
الطائرة بدون طيار تعمل وبدأت البث.
تم الاستيلاء على إحدى النقاط. أضعف الأعداء مواقع مهمة. حول. تم التحرك على نقاط قوات الأعداء. حول. ظهر جنود الأعداء. جنود الأعداء.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
ظهر جنود الأعداء. ظهر جنود الأعداء. دافع عن هذه. ظهر جنود الأعداء. قوات أعداء حول. فقدنا السيطرة على احتمال جنود الأعداء. ظهر جنود الأعداء. تحركات الأعداء، هل تسمعوني؟ عن هذه الإحداثيات.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. توجد قناص في المنطقة. حول. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. توجد قناص في المنطقة. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول.
الطائرة بدون طيار توقفت عن العمل.
تحركات قوات الأعداء تتحرك. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. على سرية الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول. تحركات الأعداء تتحرك. قوات الأعداء. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول. قوات الأعداء. حول. قوات الأعداء. قوات الأعداء. حول. قوات الأعداء. حول. تم التعرف على سرية الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ جنود الأعداء على الأرض. سريا للأعداء. إلى المستعد. انطلق إلى موقع. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. سريا للأعداء. على الأرض. لا سيدي. قناص من الأعداء. حول. قوات الأعداء. حول. قناص. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول. قوات الأعداء. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. قوات الأعداء. تم التعرف على سرية الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ شكرا لك. تم التعرف على سرية الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ سريا للأعداء على الأرض. قوات الأعداء. حول. تم التعرف على سرية الأعداء. وصلت تحركات الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ على سرية الأعداء. تحركات الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
ظهرت جنود الأعداء على الأرض. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. حول.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
فليتحرك. سريا للأعداء. تحركات الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ تحركات الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ صفقة جيدة. شكرا. تحركات الأعداء. هل تسمعوني؟ وحدات الأعداء تتحرك.
عن العمل.
تم مسح جميع المناطق. سريع للأعداء. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. ظهرت جنود. سريع للأعداء. حول.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
مستحيل. تحركات سريع للأعداء. الأخيرة. تتحرك. ذخيرة مني. قوات الأعداء حول. قوات الأعداء حول. قوات الأعداء حول. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. حول. ظهرت قوات الأعداء. الأعداء تتحرك. تحركات الأعداء.
جاري البث الحي من الطائرة بدون طيار.
اسمعوا لي. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. وحدات الأعداء. تتحرك. تحركات الأعداء. تتحرك. نفذت الذخيرة مني. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. السيطرة على إحدى النقاط. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك. تحركات الأعداء. تحركات الأعداء. اسمعوني. وحدات الأعداء تتحرك.
الطائرة بدون طيار تعمل.
تحركات الأعداء. تسمعوني؟ الناط من الأعداء. تحركات الأعداء. تسمعوني؟ تحركات الأعداء. تسمعوني؟
تم القاء قنبلة. احضر
شكرا أيها البطل. جنود الأعداء على الأرض.
الطائرة بدون طيار. انتهى الأمر.
فليتحرك. تحركات الأعداء. جنود الأعداء على الأرض. Units on the ground. Enemy troops! A bingo on ammo. Do you copy? Enemy troops! Enemy units on the move. Activity. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Enemy units on the move. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Running dry. Need ammo. Over. Enemy troops! Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Do you copy? We've regained control. Good work, man. Position cleared and under control. Enemy activity. Do you Enemy units on the move. Hit it. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Hostiles on the ground. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy troop. Enemy units on the move. Enemy troop. Enemy troops on the ground. Enemy units on the move. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Enemy units on the move. Enemy troops. forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy activity. Enemy units on the move. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? On the ground.
Hostiles on the ground. Get first.
Enemy units on the move. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Hostile forces spotted. Over.
Clear.
Enemy forces. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy forces. Over. On the ground. Hostile infantry spotted. Over.
Throwing frag.
Enemy forces. Over. Hostile forces. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Snipers on our perimeter. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy troops identified. Enemy forces. Over.
Frag grenade.
Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Medic. Enemy troops.
Clear.
Hey, thanks.
Back to the front.
Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Medic. Enemy forces. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Hostile infantry spotted. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Good deal, thanks. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostiles on the ground. We've lost control of an outpost. Enemy troops! Hostiles on the ground. Enemy forces, over. Enemy forces, over. Hostile forces spotted, over. Hostile forces spotted, over. Hostile forces spotted, over. Move it! Enemy activity. Enemy copy.
Ammo, right here.
Hostiles on the ground. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. We're losing this battle. Stop fighting or I'll find someone who can. Enemy troops. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? troops! Hey, thanks. Enemy troops! Enemy units on the move! Enemy units on the move! Restored. Well done. Hostiles on the ground. Enemy units on the move. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Medic! Sorry, man. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Attack this position. Hostile forces spotted. Over. The enemy is in control. Work harder, soldiers. Requesting ammunition. Over. Attack this position. Control restored. Well done. All clear. Position under control. Enemy units on the move. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces over. Enemy troops. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces over. Enemy forces. Hostile forces spotted. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile infantry. Medic. We've lost control of an outpost. We need reinforcing. Do you copy? The enemy is in control. Work harder, soldiers. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Sniper!
Over.
Snipers on our perimeter. New commander reporting for duty. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV online and transmitting.
Go, go, go! Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Over.
UAV offline.
Hostile enemy unit on the move. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? We've regained control. Good work, man. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Position cleared and under control. I owe you one. Hostile forces spotted. Over. spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Hostiles on the ground. Enemy troops. Enemy units on the move. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry on the ground. Enemy forces spotted.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces over. Enemy forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces over.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces over. Enemy units spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy units on the move. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces over. Hostile infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV online.
Hostiles on the ground. Enemy forces over. Hostile forces over. Enemy forces over. Hostile forces over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy units on the move.
UAV transmitting on this
Sorry.
mark.
Medic. Enemy units on the move. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? All clear. Position under control. Out. Enemy infantry spotted.
Enemy
troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Enemy
Enemy activity. Do you copy? Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostiles on the ground. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile enemy infantry spotted. We've lost control of an outpost.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces hostile infantry. Enemy infantry spotted. Under control. Out. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV is bingo on fuel.
Enemy infantry spotted. Over. Medic. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV online and transmitting.
Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
ألقيت قنبلة. قنبلة. ألقي
Enemy
قنبلة.
activity.
فليبتعد.
أحضر الإسعافات الأولية.
Medic, enemy forces spotted. Outpost is being overrun.
UAV trailer destroyed.
Enemy forces spotted. Position cleared and under control. Position under control. Out. Enemy units on the move. Do you copy? Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile infantry. Snipers on our perimeter. Snipers on our perimeter. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV online and transmitting.
Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Thanks, champ. Position enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces requesting ammunition. Over. Enemy sniper spotted. Outpost is being overrun. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over.
Online and transmitting.
Okay. Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Sorry. Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Enemy troop! Medic! Medic! Enemy infantry spotted. Hostiles on the ground. Enemy units on the move. Enemy troop. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy troops. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces. Over. Hostile forces. Enemy forces. Over.
Is marked.
Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Supplies at your position. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Sniper! Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy units on the move. Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Enemy units on the move. Snipers on our perimeter. Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Enemy forces spotted.
Sniper spotted. Over.
Position cleared and under control.
Units on the move.
Hostile forces spotted. Over.
And transmitting.
Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
Enemy troops identified.
Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy units on spotted. Over. Running dry. Need ammo. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV online and transmitting.
Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy units on the move. We need ammo. Hostile enemy infantry spotted. Hostile on the ground. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy infantry spotted. Over.
Transmitting on this one.
Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Requesting reinforcements. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Sorry, my bad. We've lost control of an outpost. Enemy forces spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Snipers on our perimeter. Spotted. Over.
UAV
Snipers on our perimeter. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy forces. Over. Enemy forces spotted.
UAV online and transmitting.
Medic to this position. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy forces. Hostile infantry spotted. Snipers on our perimeter. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Medic. Thanks. I owe you one. Enemy infantry position under control. Out. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV online and transmitting.
We've lost control of an outpost. Much appreciated. Enemy units on the move. Enemy units on the move. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Supplies at your position. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Medic. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. In position. Enemy infantry spotted. Deal, thanks.
Online and transmitting.
Grenade!
spotted. Over.
Get ammo! Ammo! Here!
UAV online and transmitting.
Thanks, Champ. Supplies at your position. identified. Do you copy? Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces over. Enemy forces over. Enemy forces snipers on our perimeter. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Sorry. Enemy unit on the move. Enemy sniper spotted. Supplies at your position. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Enemy forces. Over. Snipers on our perimeter. Hostiles on the ground. Enemy unit on the move. Sniper! Sniper! Enemy units on the move. Enemy activity. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Snipers on our perimeter.
ألقيت قنبلة.
Medic! Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Snipers on our perimeter. Supplies at your position. Enemy infantry spotted. Position cleared and enemy infantry spotted. Hostile enemy force spotted. Over.
Online and transmitting.
Enemy units on the move. Enemy infantry spotted. 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 Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Hostile enemy forces over. Hostile forces spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Medic. Medic. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV is being
Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Hostile infantry spotted. Over.
transmitting on this mark.
Enemy troop. Enemy troop. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Move out. Attack here.
UAV online and transmitting.
Move out. Attack here. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Hey, hostile forces. Hostile sniper spotted. Over.
Ammo, here!
Enemy activity. Do you copy? Sniper! Hostiles on the ground. Enemy copy?
Frag out.
Let's move. Copy. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. I owe you one.
UAV online and
Hostile forces spotted. Over. Move out. Attack here. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy activity. Do you copy?
UAV online and transmitting.
Hostiles on the ground. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
UAV online and transmitting.
Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy sniper. Enemy forces spotted.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Sniper! Sniper! Enemy units on the move. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Hostile forces spotted. Your position. Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Need ammo. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. On the move. Enemy unit. Enemy activity. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Enemy units on the move. We need ammo. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy infantry spotted.
Enemy units on the move.
Enemy forces spotted. Enemy units on the move. Enemy infantry spotted. Over.
UAV online and transmitting.
Hostile sniper spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over. We need support. Do you copy? Outpost is being over. Enemy activity. Do you copy?
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Hostile forces spotted. Over.
Frag grenade.
infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy unit on the move. Do you copy?
UAV online and transmitting.
Enemy unit on the forces spotted. Over. Enemy all troops. Clear. Position under control. Enemy units on the move. Enemy infantry spotted. We need support. Do you copy? Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy troops. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces over.
UAV
Enemy
online.
infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. We've lost control of an outpost. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile enemy forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Cleared and under control. Well done. Thanks. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Outpost is being overrun. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Snipers on our perimeter.
Transmitting on this mark.
Hostiles on enemy troops. Enemy forces over. Hostile forces spotted. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy forces over. Hostile forces spotted. Over.
UAV
Outpost is
online.
being overrun. Enemy forces over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Medic! Hostile forces spotted. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over.
UAV online and
Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy forces over. Position cleared and under control. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Sniper.
Clear. Don't live.
Hey, thanks. Enemy forces over.
Here.
Hostile forces. Enemy forces over. Hostile forces spotted. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Snipers on our perimeter. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Over. Enemy spotted. Over.
UAV online.
Enemy forces. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy forces. Enemy forces. Over. How about some help over here? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? We've lost control of an outpost. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy activity. Do you copy? All clear. Position under control. Out. Hostile enemy troops. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? We need reinforcing. Do you
UAV trailer repaired.
Enemy forces, over. Enemy forces, enemy units on the move. Enemy active, do you copy? Enemy active, enemy units on the move. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy active, attack this position.
Online and transmitting.
Enemy forces spotted. Enemy forces spotted. Position cleared and under control. Enemy forces, over. Hostile forces spotted, over. Spotted, over. Hostile enemy spotted, over. Thanks, champ.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
Roger that. Good deal, thanks. Hostile forces spotted, over. Hostile snipers spotted, over. Enemy troop. Hostile infantry spotted, over. Enemy forces snipers spotted, over. Perimeter. Enemy forces spotted. Hostile forces spotted, over. Medic to this position, over. Enemy forces, over. Enemy forces, over. Medic to this position, over. Enemy forces, over. Enemy forces, over. Hostile infantry spotted, over. Hostiles on the ground.
UAV online and transmitting.
Sorry, my bad. Snipers on our perimeter. Medic to this position, over. Thanks, champ. Hostile forces, over. Enemy forces, over. Hostile forces spotted, over.
UAV is bingo on fuel. Transmission ending.
Requesting a medic. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Thanks, champ. Hostile forces spotted. Over.
UAV online.
Hostile sniper spotted. Over. On our perimeter. Snipers on our perimeter. Enemy active. Do you copy? Enemy forces. Over. Medic to this position. Over. Bingo on out. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Medic to this position. Over. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Medic. Enemy forces. Over. Outpost is being overrun. Enemy forces spotted. Hostile enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
انطلق عبر المسعف.
Damn it, sorry. Medic to this position, over. Snipers on our perimeter. Hey, thanks. Medic! Hostile forces spotted. Over and under control.
UAV transmitting on this mark.
spotted. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Enemy troop forces. We've lost control of an outpost. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV online and transmitting.
Enemy forces. Over. Thanks, champ. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. We need reinforcing. Do you copy? Requesting reinforcements. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do you copy?
UAV transmitting on
Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy forces. Over. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy sniper spotted. Hostile forces spotted. Over.
Ammo, here!
Hey, thanks.
UAV online.
Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy weakening key positions. Over. Sniper! Enemy units on the move.
تعيش شوية
Clear.
جندي.
Hostile forces spotted. Over. Move it!
UAV online.
Enemy activity. Do you copy? Sorry, my bad. Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy units on the move. Enemy units on the move. Hostile forces spotted. Over. Enemy forces. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy forces. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Good deal, thanks. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy units on the move. Help over here. Enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy got it. Do you copy?
UAV transmitting on Bismarck.
Enemy forces. Over. Hostile forces spotted. Over. No way, man. Position under enemy troops identified. Do you copy? Enemy activity. Do you copy? Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy sniper spotted. Enemy troops identified. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy forces spotted. We've lost control of an outpost. Enemy units on the move. Thanks, much appreciated. 10-4. Enemy infantry spotted. Hostile infantry spotted. Over. We need support. Do you copy? Enemy troops identified. Do